Alrighty, welcome back to episode. I think this is episode six of the Nurse and Nurse Show. I am Noah, the nurse, and this is
I am Barbara, the nurse.
And right now you're looking at us, so you probably heard the big announcement. We're gonna go to video now, so we want to interact with y'all. Y'all see our faces, see what we do. I hope you like our decor. We have our El Corazon right here. El Corazon.
The heart.
We got the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life right
here.
The
bamboo it's for money.
For money. Oh man, this is awesome. So, I guess we can just jump right into today's episode. So, just so before we go forward, I want to let you know, you can catch us on YouTube. If you're watching this, you can catch us soon to be on Spotify on the video. Mm-hmm. But everything else audio wise, Apple Podcasts, Spotify is still the same. So please tell everybody you know. And if you don't, hey, it's whatever. I really don't care. It's just for us, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, so I'll have a little quick story from the ICU.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna call this story to STEMI or non-STEMI. You know what STEMI is, right?
Poetic. Yes.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, a STEMI is ST elevation myocardial infarction, heart attack. Okay. STEMI is way more worse than a non-STEMI. Okay, just so y'all know. But most of y'all listening probably know what this is.
Yep.
So anyways, I had this patient come in, right? Dude came in about 3 a.m. I got there at 6:30, but we got a report. He came in with a troponin level of over 35,000 and nanograms per milliliter, I believe it is. But that right there, a normal value is 0 to 50.
Exactly.
Right? That's normal.
And he walked in, right?
He came in just, the story was he had chest pain.
Yeah.
Then that night he blew it off and it went away. And then that morning, 2 in the morning, it got back really worse.
Yeah.
Because I should probably go to ER. Went to ER. And it's like, oh, dude, you're having a STEMI. Like they took you to emergency heart cath and they had to do catheterization on his LAD, the main artery. Yeah. Which some y'all know it's nicknamed the Widowmaker. Because majority of men, when they do get a heart attack, that's the number one that does.
You know what? Was it Jack Richter, the one from Three's Company? That happened to him.
Yeah. It's crazy. They call it the Widowmaker. It's pretty crazy, right? But you know what? This one's pretty interesting. That how this the LAD artery that feeds the main left side of the heart. It is actually you don't have symptoms until you're about almost 80% occluded. So that's telling you. You can be out there and having only 50% occlusion going on in that artery, but you don't have no symptoms. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's insane. So that's why, when they find these people who actually get these massive heart attacks, it's so occluded because it's so like and caught. Yeah. That's why if you are a male, well, anybody really, but a male, you have a history of heart in your family of heart disease, go get checked.
Yes.
Just regular. It's not going to hurt nothing, right? Because you just want to be on top of this, right? Okay. So anyways, he came in, right? Dude, troponin level was having a straight acute STEMI. He gets up to the room. We're doing our assessment. He got back from cath lab. And when you get back from cath lab, you have to stay prone for about 4 hours. So because the incision in your femoral, they go through your femoral.
Yes.
So you can't move because if you move, it can pop it. Yes. And then, remember I told you about that one lady that had that big hematoma? Yeah, she was bleeding out. It was crazy. But that was the third time she had it. 3 times she's had this happen to her. The same catheterization and popped the same 3 times.
I mean, she must have a purpose in life.
I know God's like, hey, but I'm trying to save you.
Girl, 3 times it. You better do what I told you to do. You're going to go in the well. You're gonna get swallowed by the well, Jonah. I was like, okay.
Oh my goodness. But no, seriously. So anyway, he finally was good. He's got to get up.
Yeah.
We had to do we got a new lab called us, right?
Yeah.
So lab only calls you when they have a critical value, which is very scary because you're like, oh gosh, what the hell's going on? Well, it was that guy. His critical, they called him because his troponin level was 135,000. And we're like, holy shit, this is like almost 5 times as much as what the heck he had, right?
You're like, how you feeling there,
no,
buddy?
No, seriously, I'm like, bro, but because he's on the monitor, so we're always watching, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just sitting there in the STEMI. Like it's STEMI. Like if you just put an EKG on somebody and you saw that STEMI, you're holy shit, like let's get going, right?
Was he like can I have a turkey sandwich?
Well, no, yeah, but no, he's just sitting there. He's like, "Hey man, I gotta go pee, dog." I'm like, "Okay," and I mean, this dude's a cool guy, right?
Yeah.
But he gets up, he goes to the restroom, and so we called the doc, and the doc's like, "Oh yeah, that's it. I know, but it's pretty normal that."
Yeah.
Well, I was researching it. So whenever you actually have a STEMI or any heart attack, right? Your peak troponin levels doesn't happen after you get catheterization, right? But the peak is about 6 hours. So that makes sense why when we saw that level so high. It was because he was almost at that peak already.
Yeah.
But later, about 6 hours later, but at the end of the shift, they rechecked him, and it started dropping again. Yeah. But it's interesting that you start you find something out, you start learning. Oh gosh, why is it so high? And 6 hours is the peak, right? So anyways, he's just laying there. He goes, "Yeah, man. Hey, we need a urinalysis from you." Yeah. He goes, "Oh, okay, bro. No worries." I'm like, "Hey, man, you have any chest pain? How you feeling?" He's, "I'm feeling good because we have nitro on standby." But he just has fluids going through him, and he had an echo. You know what echo is, right? Yeah. Okay, so he had an echo later on. So we get urinalysis, and then he's like, "Oh man, here, give me his pee," and we sent him to the lab. And about maybe an hour later, 2 hours later, everything came back. This brother, my brother over here. I'm like, this brother comes back positive for cocaine, for benzos, for THC.
Oh, that's why his heart was.
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder you might have not felt what was going on.
And for y'all
that
don't know all that, it is just drugs.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't help. Listen, it's in the cardiologist we're talking to. Right? We have to educate. And the cardiologist, he came in and is asking him. He was doing a check. He's like, "Hey, what's how's your home life? What's going on?" Yeah. Find out this dude has like type 2 diabetes. He never knew it. This dude has cardiovascular disease. He never knew it because he's never been to a doctor in over 15 years. Yeah. 15 years. And so we're like, bro, like you are diabetic. You have hypertension. You have, now you have CAD. You have cardiovascular disease, right? Well, this dude, he's like, "Oh yeah, I drink, he goes, I drink every once in a while." Like, "Well, how much you drink?" And the doc's like, "You drink like how many, like 12 ounces cans, right?" He goes, "Oh, I don't drink cans." "Well, what do you drink?" He goes, "Oh, I drink the 24 ounces, the tall boys." He goes, "I drink maybe about 8 a day." I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, no, that makes sense. That makes sense, dude. And we're talking to him, and afterwards we're like, "Hey, we gotta educate." Yes. Now you're diabetic. Now you know you're diabetic. You know you have hypertension. Yeah. You can be on some meds. This is how it's gonna blah blah. Yeah. And you should really stop drinking because it doesn't help. Yeah. And stop the drugs. We can, there's programs we can help you. He's like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I'm gonna do what I do." I'm like, "All right, bro. Like, you do you, boo. You do you, boo." I mean, I have nothing to say, right?
And you know what? Speaking of that, but part of nursing and the health, you have to don't judge, and you have to just educate him because maybe when he goes home later and he don't feel good, he'll start thinking, when he's fixing to hit the cocaine, he's like, "I just had a heart attack. My heart was."
But what's crazy though, like, I really hope it's like a wake up call.
Yeah, of course,
because his family was there, like his mom and his aunt, and they were all like, they reminded me of grandma and grandpa. They were all crying,
and she was probably like, "Mijo, yes, I know,
it's hard,
it's hard."
But I think it's so. Anyways, he got an echo done, right? Yeah, and to me and my nurse were like, "Dude, where do you think the echo gonna be at?" Because he had a pretty good heart attack. Yeah, and so we wondered like how his heart's the ejection fraction we look at, right? Because normal was about 55 to 70.
And when y'all told him you're going in for echo,
75. They do bedside. They do bedside.
Yeah, but I meant like he's not thinking like, "Hello, hello, hello."
Like, "Brother, I need you to go stand in the cave and just start saying."
Yeah, and then we're gonna. That's how we check your heart rate. Your echo.
But no, what's crazy is so they came into the echo, and we were guessing what his ejection fraction was gonna be, right? Yeah. Dude, this brother ejection fraction was 72%, almost perfect, and we look at him like. Yeah. I guess the MI didn't do nothing for you. Like you were really lucky. Yeah. Because usually people who have this STEMI, who have this amount of occlusion to your heart, there's some very serious stuff that happens afterwards, like some bad repercussions, right? Of course. But so even the doc was saying, he was like, "Hey, like you were very lucky."
Because I'm sure he's seen it all.
I mean, think about it, a full occlusion. Oh, I'm sorry. He had a 98% occlusion on the LAD. 98%. It was almost fully occluded. Yeah. But like Doc was saying, like, you are so lucky that you came in when you did, and we caught it and we opened it up because barely had any death to his tissues,
Yeah.
which is insane because you don't hear stories like that. You hear people just dead. Gone.
I know. And, like you were just saying, you have a really good friend, when you were in the Marine Corps and how we were just talking about earlier, like he was saying like his friend's dad, takes care of himself, kind of watch what he eats. I don't know.
No hypertension.
Nothing.
Never had any cardiovascular issues.
Yeah.
Healthy guy.
Not on drugs.
Nothing. He's a really good, really good guy. He's a really good friend. And if y'all listening, y'all are in my prayers. I hope everything goes well for y'all.
Yeah.
He went in for a heart attack and he has to get triple bypass.
That's what I'm saying. It's
75% included to 3 of his arteries, of his all his main arteries. And so, but I mean, it sucks because, I don't wish this on anybody.
Of course not.
We all have family who has a heart attack.
Yeah.
But it just sucks to see that. But like I said, y'all in our prayers, we're looking out for you. And if you need something, just ask for us.
Yeah.
But that's about me. But I just want to say, if you're out there, please try to, take care of your heart because this is all you got. This is all you got.
Exactly.
It's the only thing you have. And if not, hey, go down fighting. Go down fighting. See, that's why I have the corazón right here because go down fighting, baby. If you're going to die, hey, might as well live your life to the very end, right?
And I kind of wonder, that guy, like, well, and it's not just him. Like, I'm sure when he got discharged, he just probably went and stopped. Hey, mom, stop with the valero. Okay, mijo, remember, get diet and no takis.
Hey, that's all I told you. I caught a dude dipping in the room. Oh, the patient.
Yeah.
He came in for a he had a non-STEMI. He had a non-STEMI. And this brother had to go to cath lab, and he's sitting there, and I'm looking at, and I smell that mint flavor because it's like a smoker or a dipper. That if you've done it, you know what to look for, right? And so I've done it, and back in the Marines, and I'll do no more, guys. Take it easy. But no, back in the Marines, and so
also was he like this? He had that little
no, I couldn't. No, you need to see it. He was a big guy.
Yeah.
But he had 3 heart attacks already. He's there for his 4th. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like. Saying that God has a reason for you.
Yeah, and you started smelling mint, like
no. And
I know that smell.
He had a little cup like this, and he had it like here beside him. And I'm looking at him, and he just goes. He goes. See, side note, I just want to say, y'all can see what I'm doing because of the camera now. I'm just saying because if it wasn't, you wouldn't know. But it was. He went like this. He went. And put it down. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, and I went. And I said, I smell it. I said, hey brother. I said, you can't be dipping in here, right? He goes. Oh man, it's all right, brother. Just let me be. And I'm like, dude, you're about to go down to your freaking cath lab, like you can't be dipping right now. And so I told my nurse, and my nurse was like, she was like, well, I'll go talk to him. I said, I'll do it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, take it out now. Like this, I'm not gonna play with you. He goes, all right, fine. I said, dude, and same thing, patient indication, right? You shouldn't be doing because the nicotine's not good for you, but tobacco's not good for you. And he's like. I'm not gonna stop. I'm like, yeah, I know you ain't. I said, hey, we're chartered. I'm like, patient educated on the dangers of using tobacco products.
Hey, I would have got a glove and I would have gone like a kid. Take it out. Not on my shift.
Oh man.
I mean, that's kind of funny. You can only do so much, right?
No, you can. Yeah, you can. So, but yeah, that's my story from the ICU so far. I mean, they are wild. So. I know y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all probably had patients that are just the same. But
or your own family member that you go and you're like, Dad, lay off the marijuana, Dad. You just were in the hospital.
They're right there drinking. They're like, huh?
Dad, lay off the Maker's Mark, dude. No, I know. Yeah. And sometimes it's just, preaching to the wall, but
oh my goodness,
what that is, I'm sure all of y'all and any from a doctor's office to, you see your patients. And I was telling my husband the other day, where I work now at the jail, but I said, this is all diabetics, not just, but every time I told him, cause I am a diabetic too. Every time your sugar's high, you go to the doctor, they read or just checking someone's blood sugar. It's so funny, all diabetics, and if y'all are diabetic or have had problems with sugar, you would understand this. You feel like before they check it, you got to explain. Even if you're at the lab, you're like, I know they want to check my A1C or whatever, or like they're checking a finger stick. I ate
No, that's funny.
I ate a donut. I'm just telling you, I ate a donut.
That's funny with the A1C stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? Because people are like, oh man, I gotta fast real quick before I go do my A1C. Like, brother, you know the A1C looks back like 3 months. Like,
for all of y'all that if y'all ever get that ordered, don't be like some people like, let me drink a lot of water and tomorrow morning. No,
that's not doing crap for you.
It's an average of 3 months. So, if you were 70 that morning.
Which remind me, that dude at ICU, the one that we just found out diabetic, his A1C was a 9.8.
And that's high, guys.
That's very high. Yeah. Like a 5.8, 5.9 and a below was like normal.
Maybe he needs to switch from Budweiser to Ultra. I'm just saying.
Hey,
anything to help the sugar.
Yeah, there you go. Michelob Ultra is have less carbs.
There you go.
That's not a shout out to y'all. That's not a shout out to Michelob Ultra.
Look, we don't need them to sponsor us. It's an Ultra.
Hey, you know what though? Money talks. Money talks. I'll say that though.
But anyways,
man.
yeah.
Well, yeah. So how's the gel been?
I've been there 2 weeks, and it's just. It's action. I'm that type of person. I love it. It's so different from Notre Dame.
I bet you it's a different ball game, huh? It's a whole different ball game.
And I'm so used to for 20. I think I just renewed my license today. I've been a nurse 26 years. I finally figured it out. Wow. And I was laughing because I'm so used to 26 years.
I'm 27, y'all. Just so you know. So
I've always said, "Hey, hon, thank you, sweetie." So when I take a meds or something, the guys, I'm like, "Here, babe," and I'm like, "Oh." Because they're like, babe.
Oh, they're like, what you say?
I'm like, yeah. Baby, so I really got to break that as something I was going, here, babe, here, sweetie, thanks, hun, whatever. But anyway, so yeah. Goodness. But speaking of the gel, we read an article.
Oh, yes. Hold on. Before you do that, I have to do this stuff right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is our segue music. It sounds nice.
I like it. So happy. It's like you're whistling through a forest.
Yeah, no, it should keep us in line, right?
Yes.
But so, let me pull it up real quick. I have
yes,
right here.
We were just reading this.
Yeah. So, an inmate who slapped a jail nurse's butt,
like me,
was charged with sexual misconduct, and it says, the quote said, "Miss Brewer tapped me on my left buttock." It was a woman who tapped the female nurse.
Yes, yeah.
She goes, "Miss Brewer tapped me on my left buttock twice in a slapping motion and commented, 'Oh, your booty is popping.'"
Popping.
Now listen, I'm just no way we're condoning this.
And she got charged, right?
No, she did. Yeah,
she got charged.
But this isn't a prison.
Yeah,
this is it was a prison registered nurse. So just saying, you better watch yourself. But no, she. So anyways, it says that she was booked for public intoxication.
Yeah.
So that could have
that was a big factor there.
Yeah, she was probably drunk when all this happened.
Yeah.
But no, the nurse was like, "I'm not dealing with this crap," and she's like, "Hey, I want to charge," and they charged her with sexual misconduct, which is good though. But and all that to be said, Mom.
And they even showed that girl's. They showed that girl's booking picture. She looked sober. She was like, "What did I do?"
Yeah, you need to not, be telling these people, "Hey, sweetie,
hey, hon, take your medicine."
Next you know, you're gonna have, and there you go. I'm just saying, you better.
I know. Always keeping it professional.
It was in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah,
Mobile.
And one thing I've seen is once you're booked and in holding and sober up, it's a different story for them. They're like, "What did I do? Why did I do that? I'm so dumb." But anyways, that was a crazy article that she got that charge put on.
But that's good though. That's good though that they're
it's all about respect
they're holding people accountable. That's good because how many times have we heard in the ER or in just the hospital setting in general? I know mainly a lot in ER, right?
Yeah.
But you have nurses who are assaulted, and touched,
and and that's not right.
It's not. But I know here in Texas they can't in the ER, not the whole hospital yet, which I know they're trying to fight for that. But here in the ER, it's actually not. Is it felony? I believe.
Yeah,
it's a felony, right? Is it felony to
assault? Yeah,
assault,
and I'm glad
a healthcare worker, which is great. But like I said, we need to come on, nurses, we need to push. If you're not part of the Texas Nursing Association, you really should, or just in general ANA, because this is they fight for us, right? Yeah. And we want to push legislation to make it hospital wide.
Because if a cop gets assaulted, hey, I've already seen that. I see they get charged with assaulting a police officer.
100%.
Hey, a healthcare worker.
It should make it just even all across the board, right?
Yeah, I believe that.
But then, you know, they argue like, oh, well, the patient was in the right state of mind. And which, I mean, you have seen people. I've seen people who are.
But I'm sorry, it's about accountability. And, lately in this day and age, things slide or, they didn't. No. It's got to be accountability.
Yeah.
It's got to learn.
Nobody should be afraid to go to work and be assaulted. Either if it be physical, sexual, verbal, nobody should have that workplace violence. But
or if not, let us hit back. No.
Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Hey, it'd be like Fight Club. It's just like, hey, I'll meet you in the break room.
Yeah, you kind of walk out there, your cigarette hanging out of your mouth. Come on.
Which is funny though, because I know there's a lot of nurses out there, and I'm not saying it out, but we over here say, hey, y'all shouldn't smoke. It's not good for you. But the nurses out there on their break. Hey.
Oh, you should have saw. I wish I could have just saw. I wish I could have.
Oh my goodness, man.
It's too funny.
I have this other one, which is pretty crazy, which is y'all guys, especially if who are starting out nurses, like me and all my cohort, and even people who actually are looking for other jobs.
Like in hospitals.
Yes, in hospitals. If you are going to sign a contract with them, or if they're going to be offering you some incentives to work there, like, hey, free training.
Because sometimes they have you sign like for 2 years or like 2 years or something.
Like, be wary that this just came out on NBC News.
Yep.
That nurses have been hit with a hefty debt when trying to leave hospitals. So they're requiring nurses to repay for training programs have become increasingly common, with some hospitals sending $15,000 in bills.
And this is in Texas too. It says in the article and it's sad. I was telling Noah, you're a new nurse, you're thinking, okay, I think I'll like, med surge, and you're there, you already have student debt. And, if you do, and then you sign this contract, you're so excited. And then they say it's like the training they give you, also like having you to come in with another nurse, training the hours.
So it says like she received 10 weeks of training and mentorship. Yeah. So I'm guessing it's like, like the residency programs, like the big new nurses, they give you the whole like preceptorship and whatnot. She was expected, it's about $4,000 value that the hospital places on this 10 weeks of training, right? And anyways, she left, and now she's being charged to pay it back.
Yeah, and now, like, what are those companies that call you when you owe debt?
A collector?
Yeah, but they're like calling them. I'm like, girl, delete the number. I'd be like, hola, no, Sandra aquí, no. But
and I'm not going to name the hospital organization that's doing this.
You can just look it up, just Google it.
Yeah, you can just Google
it.
Yeah. I think most of you know what this hospital organization is.
Yeah.
But in reading in California, even though I don't really agree with a lot of Californians' values and what they believe, but I do like what they have for their nurses, right? They passed a law in 2020 that prevents hospitals from charging employees for job-related training required by the employer that isn't related to getting a state-mandated license. So that's really cool. So it's saying that, hey, you want to work with us, we're going to train you this. Yeah. But this law prevents the hospital from billing you for that, which is good.
And I was reading like in the article, one of the nurses said, she was working, she felt in an unsafe environment with the ratio. That's what they mean, a ratio, the patient to, and she was scared. I mean, you're a brand new nurse. You're like, I just got this license. I mean, you spend all this money and and then to be told, okay, this is, and then like, it's not just like mentorship. They're including just online, like, the classes, when you sit in front of a computer, that's what they're putting the price on. So so it's just sad.
But so I guess in all in all is when you go and you apply and you're going to take a position, make sure you read everything. Read the fine print.
Especially if you're going to
ask the questions, right?
I'd be like, before we start, I don't want to waste your time. If I don't keep my 2 years, I'm not going to have to pay you back. Approximately how much you think that's going to be. No, I totally get it.
But I mean, it's pretty interesting. Like, it's funny you said about the whole like being a brand new nurse and getting all this stuff. Yeah. I have a really good friend, Jaden. You know him on the show. Anyways, he had a position offered down in ICU in the Valley, the one he wanted, which I'm really happy for him. Good job. Yes. And we were talking, we're like, yeah, dude, I have a great residency program, blah, blah, they can help me out. But I'm like, that's awesome, bro. Happy for you. He goes, He goes, yeah, man. He said that I was talking to her. The staffing is like only like 1 to 2 patients, right?
Yeah.
He goes, that's it. And maybe you might be 1 to 1 if you patients on the
Was she going like this, crossing her fingers, going like that?
Sure, maybe you have like a patient CCRT or they're getting sled at bedside. Then there's a 1-to-1 ratio. And then he goes, maybe sometimes you have a like a 1 to 3 ratio. Yeah. One of them will be like waiting for a transfer or whatever. Right? So not too hard, right? And I said, Jaden, dude, they're gonna throw you in with everybody. I said, brother, you're gonna be there. You go, hey guys, my first day. Like, all right, Jaden, you have room 1, 5, and 6, and 1, 5, and 6 are both on ventilators, and they're all on levo drips, and so
and they have 50 family members in the waiting room and waiting to come in every 15 minutes.
And they got a question, and they have a question about this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, dude. But like I said, it's just whenever you're gonna go work, you're gonna take this place. Look how the environment is. Like, see how everyone works together.
I mean, like you. I mean, you're fixing a...
And in my place, I'm really excited because I know the place. I know the environment. I know the director. I know the managers. And everybody seems to work together. And it's very cohesive, which is like... It's like a family. And that's something you want to look for, right?
You don't want to see people just, pissed off all the time or talking about management or each other.
That. Yeah. I said, like, at this hospital... I've never heard anything about that. Like, whenever there is, like, bickering, the directors are awesome. They... get them together and they work it out and that's it. Yeah. You never hear nothing about it. It's awesome. Yeah. So anyways,
awesome.
But yeah, so to go on with that, I actually do not have a motivation for today.
Well, I totally forgot. I looked one up and I thought it was so cute. It's kind of corny, but it's...
What's up?
It says, in a world of Cheerios, be a Fruit Loop. I don't know who said it. It was a picture I saw.
Hold on.
In a world... No, do that thump.
I think I took it off.
Oh.
I got this one.
I thought that was so cute. Think about it. Life is so serious and everyone.
No, okay.
And just be the crazy one out there.
No, okay. Take it easy because we've both seen the quote unquote crazy ones in the hospital. Okay. Crazy. And if they're mental health issues, they need help, Mom.
Yeah. But wear the crazy socks.
Exactly. Life's too short.
Yeah,
Life is too short to be mad, to be worried about everything. Don't get me wrong. Worry's going to happen. You're going to be upset. You're going to have these bad days, but just lean on God and just keep going forward. It's all we can do is day by day.
Yeah.
Day by day.
Yeah.
Because I heard this. No, I do have a quote. I said this. I heard this. Y'all may have heard it. It's from Kung Fu Panda. Aww. It's from the Wise Turtle. I forgot his name. But he said, you can't, don't worry about the past because it's gone. You can't change it. It's history. That's why it's called the past, right? Don't worry about the future. Don't stress about the future because the future, it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. You don't know what's going to happen, right? But today, the present, enjoy the present. That's why they call it a present because it's your day. You can do what you want with that day.
As he eats a dumpling.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
a good one. That's true. The present is a present. That's good. Yes.
I mean, I loved it. I enjoyed it. But I want to just thank y'all for being here with us. Thank you for indulging in our lunacy of our corazon, our little props we have. It's going to get better. I promise.
We're going to get caps with their name. I'm using my 1970 Garfield cap.
Hey, that's probably worth some money right now. You know that? That's probably it's worth some money.
These are. I have 2 of them. They used to give these at McDonald's.
That's McDonald's.
I know, but I'm saying back in the days, you didn't get plastic toys. You got these kind of cups. Yeah.
you got the real McCoy.
You got the real stuff here.
Oh man. But anyways, like I said, y'all can catch us. This episode will be live Monday. If y'all I want to throw something out there. On our website and also on the YouTube page, our email address should be up there. I'll double check if it isn't. But if y'all want to email us and ask questions,
you put my email address on
there? we have a show email address.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
It's a business. It's a business.
If I'm not responding, I don't know. I thought I put my personal email. I said no, it's a personal email. Okay.
No, email us. It's our business. It's the business. It's the email address is merceandnurseshow@gmail.com. Oh, I guess I could have just said it.
And you know what? How about like the first 5 that email us, please do the crickets. We will the first 5.
Why the crickets?
Because I'm like, someone email us so we can do a shout out episode 7.
Oh man. Hey, don't forget the cortisone. But yeah, no,
don't do cocaine.
But no, seriously, like email us. So remember, nurseandnurseshow@gmail.com. Email us if you have questions or you have any ideas for a topic, or if you're a nurse and you'll be on the show, dude.
A shout out to us.
I don't care about shout out, but I will put you on the show because we want to get nurses. We want to get actual y'all. We want y'all, the nurses who are in these departments. We want to get you on the show and just so we can just tell your story.
Hear your stories. I think that's so cool when you hear everybody's stories.
Yeah, like
and you learn from them, and they're funny.
I think it'd be cool to hear from a trauma ICU. I think that might be wild. I feel like y'all have some wild stories. Oh, I had a patient that had a full craniotomy. That had half his skull cut off because he had a brain bleed and he was swelling. But we will talk about that maybe next episode because that's a whole story for there. But anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. God bless y'all. And we will see y'all next time.